Name fracture of the lower limb. Now continuing with part 2, looking at Pott's fracture. Pott's fracture is nothing but the bimalleolar ankle fracture. Then looking at Cotton's fracture. Cotton's fracture involves the trimalleolar ankle fracture. Now looking at the aviator fracture. Aviator fracture is nothing but the fracture of the neck of the legs. This is the aviator fracture. Now next we are looking at the Chopard's fracture. In case of Chopard's fracture, it is a fracture and this is between the talonavicular as well as the CC joints. CC stands for the calcaneocuboid joints. Next we are looking at the Lisfranc fracture. Dislocation. So in case of Lisfranc, it's a fracture of the metatarsal basis. Metatarsal basis and with the associated tarso-metatarsal dislocation. This is the tarso-metatarsal dislocation. Next looking at March fracture. March is nothing but a fracture on the second and third metatarsal. So how to remember this? March is nothing but the third month of the year, so it is the second and the third metatarsal. Then comes the Jones fracture. In case of the Jones fracture, it is an extra-articular fracture at the base of extra-articular fracture, and this is at the base of the fifth metatarsal. Next, looking at Dancer fracture. This is a fracture of the distal shaft of the fifth metatarsal.